Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another Bobby Pin's Artist Spotlight. I am your host, Bobby Pin, and I'm excited to present to you today some interesting content. You know I love business, you know I love hustlers, you know I love people who are creative and out here getting to the bag. That's why I've got my girl, Taja Riley. She's pulling up to tell us how she is taking her choreography career to OnlyFans, okay? She's an advocate for movement and choreographers to be paid royalties, just like any other performer. So we're gonna talk to her about that, but you know I gotta do my intros, all right? Again, I'm your host, Bobby Pin, a multimedia personality, brand consultant. I wear all the hats, okay? I am your connector. Welcome if you are new here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please go ahead and hit that follow button. And if you are fam and you always be tuning in, I appreciate your support. If you are watching this live and you're enjoying the vibes, please go ahead and click that buy a badge button at the bottom of the screen. Support your favorite creators, guys. It goes a really long way. And you can do me one better. You can go ahead and share this live with a friend right now. Share this live with a creative who is business minded. All right, so we are still preparing for Taja Riley to join us. So hang tight. Make sure you go ahead and visit my store right here on Instagram. Click my bio. You can shop motivational merch and get your hustle on. This is one of my favorite mugs. And I see our guest is joining us, so let me pull her up. Hey, Octavia.
Hello.
Taja Riley in the building.
Hi.
How are you, beautiful?
I'm good. I'm enjoying this 80-degree weather day. I am not complaining. I
Are
am
you in
not
Los
complaining.
Angeles?
I am. I'm actually at I'm actually at like a pool little shindig, a little relaxing day.
So
But yeah.
jealous. It is cloudy here in Houston today, so I'm jealous of you.
No.
It's
I'm
all good.
sorry. I'm sending sunshine vibes your way.
I
I'm
receive
sending
it.
them your way. I'm sending them your way.
I receive it, girl. Okay, so let's get into it. SLAYMATEs, you are here to turn choreography on its head. You want royalties for motion artists the same way other performers do. So talk to me about your move to OnlyFans.
Okay, so first, just to get the record straight, I did not go to OnlyFans. OnlyFans came to me, and they actually asked for me to be a content creator on their platform. And so once I started looking at their platform and realizing the name and the reputation that they got, I decided for me, like, doing porn is not really what I would be interested in doing. But also, I always like to shake things up and keep things super different. And so I thought of if I could rebrand OnlyFans into something that I feel would be more tasteful, but still kind of pay homage to what they have created with their platform. How would I do it? And I got really inspired by both their brand and a brand that I kind of grew up kind of admiring, which was Playboy, and how their franchise got built. And so, yeah, that was kind of my decision factor of like going into, okay, am I going to do it? Am I going to not do it? Am I going to go in and I'm going to do OnlyFans, or am I not going to do it? Like, that was kind of, that was a decision maker for me, a deciding factor for me. So
I'm really glad that you did, and I'm so glad that you cleared that up because that's a huge difference for them to tap you as a dancer, as a choreographer, as a movement expert. I think that is major. And we have seen other types of content creators. Like I was watching a documentary on Hulu with Donnell Rawlings. I think I said his name right, the comedian. Like he's on OnlyFans.
Yeah.
So I think you're smart. Like get on the wave and put a spin to it. So you're still giving us sexy, because I did see the teaser, sis, this burlesque. But
The
it's very
shock
much
art.
tasteful.
The
So
shock
talk to
art. Yeah.
okay.
I mean, but I didn't. Here's the thing. Like in doing that, I took a look at my perspective of the industry and took a look at digitally what people were doing. And, you know, a lot of attention goes towards sex sells. But I have something to say, and there's a connection between, you know, the art that I am creating of being a little bit more provocative and more risque with my approach to get my audience to really understand. I'm opening up in a very different way than I ever have before. So yeah, I think that in doing the more provocative look, it kind of allowed my audience to go and really kind of like look at me differently, and see me in a different light, because I'm usually the person that keeps all her clothes.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yep,
Did
we can still
I
hear you.
paused? I paused. Yeah, but yeah, I'm usually the person that
Someone was calling.
yeah,
I know
keeps
that's right.
all of. Did it skip? Can you hear me?
It's fine.
It's fine. It's delayed.
Yeah,
It's delayed. It's like going like really late.
I can see that. That's why I'm like, I don't want to interrupt you.
No, I'm good. I'm finished. I'm finished. I'm
Okay, yeah.
finished.
So, well, I think you might have been leading me to my next question. I know that you are a teacher and we know you, so you are a public figure. But how does it feel for this to be like your project, your spotlight, your like moment? Because usually you're behind the scenes and you're helping out and choreographing for SZA and Trinidad James and other artists. But right now, you're in the spotlight. So how's that feel?
Well, honestly, I've been a dancer since, you know, I was like 7, 8 years old, and training, and started my professional career when I was like 15. So I've actually been the forefront in terms of like on the scene. Um, in choreography, like my platform really started to increase in the more movement direction area, not so much in the choreography area for other artists. Even though I have done choreography for other artists, like I think most people know me well for my dancing and who I appear with and who I dance behind or dance as a principal or soloist for. But now in this space, I've really taken a step towards direction, and and last year I also became a screenwriter and started writing series based on the two things that I love so much, which are music and dance. So yeah, now like I'm feeling really excited to unleash this baby, because I have been working so hard for like the last year in just finalizing all my concepts and just making sure that, you know, it's clear for me to actually engage, you know, the people that I want to engage on what's super important, which is the community. So like I even though there is a spotlight on me, quote unquote, it's really not about me. It's really about my community.
Awesome. Oh, that's so big hearted. And we can support you June 14th. You go live. And
I'm
for
already
$5 a
live.
month.
I'm already live. I'm already live on OnlyFans, but my live show doesn't premiere until summer 21. There's no date yet, 2021, but summer, it's happening. So all I can say is you need to keep watching.
Pull
You need to
up.
keep following. You need to keep subscribing, supporting, sharing as much as you can. But yeah, summer we are live. Summer is now. It's right now. So it's around the
Follow, go
corner.
subscribe. Okay. Um, so before we pivot too far away, can we talk a little bit more about your concept? It's a comic style, it's a musical, it's a video game. There's talk to me about the concept. How'd you come up with all of the
All of
excitement?
the everything. So first and foremost, Slaymate was definitely inspired by Playboy. And if you know if you grew up with Playboy, there's always like a Playmate of the Year. And so I thought instead of doing a regular styled choreography competition, I thought, let's create a series. Let's create a story. Let's create a storyline. And let's allow the choreographers to feature episodically. So each episode features a specific choreographer's work that will be done on me. And there will be other dance talent in the show, other music talent in the show, some people that you know and love that are up and coming or trending, some popular artists that have already been out for years and years. And yeah, they're kind of coming out the woodwork to be a part of this
Can you
storyline, which
share any
is
names?
I cannot share any names. I cannot share any names, but I can say that it is going to be crazy. It is going to be crazy, and it's going to be a variety. There's all different types of artists, from the genres of punk and alternative rock into trap, into hip hop, soulful R&B, some old school flavors in there. Some unexpected music cameos are going to be in there. But yeah, like pretty much the storyline is this showgirl lands a role for this franchise called SLAYMATE, which is kind of like Playboy, and you can kind of imagine the showgirl like a modern day Marilyn Monroe, but we'll call her Melanin Monroe because she is
Eh,
of color. And she moves to the town of OnlyFans and basically takes this role. And in this role, you basically see her in each episode transform into these different character personas. And the Slaymate franchise basically is it's a video game, it's a magazine, it's a comic book. It's kind of like your Marvel, but for music and dance. So yeah, through the storyline, you get to see this character persona and the evolution as she transforms or shapeshifts as her life continues. And yeah, she becomes these different showgirl fantasies, and these showgirl fantasies have dance musicality powers. And yeah, like if you've seen Scott Pilgrim, I feel like that's a huge inspiration and influence I'm pulling from, and how Edgar Wright kind of designed and packaged Scott Pilgrim. I loved it so much. I thought we should have one for the dance world. So really, in a nutshell, that's the show, and 6 episodes, and straight to the point, and an hour long, and it entertainment, straight up entertainment.
so exciting, so exciting. So looking forward to checking it out for myself. Guys, make sure you tap in. OnlyFans, $5 a month.
No,
Do I have that right?
it's actually 12.50. That is the ticket. But for right
Okay.
now, in pre-sale, I've been doing like little discounts and promos and things like that for people to get it for cheaper. If they're kind of clicking in and tapping in and supporting me now, and all of these proceeds for the promo are going to go back into the production, are going to go back into these choreographers and these dancers' pockets, so that I'm able to increase the production value. But yeah, also in general, I'm just glad to be able to share this show with you guys and this series with you guys, because it's definitely been a long time coming, and I think it is really, really important that we are trying to raise the industry standard together as a community.
I love that. I love that. You took this opportunity and you opened it up to others. I think that's so important.
Of course, of
Um,
course.
speaking of speaking of community, girl, it is Black Music Month, and you have worked with some of the best. So, I guess just on a broad spectrum, how you're a dancer, how does music and Black music influence your passion, your life, your lifestyle?
Um, well, that's a loaded question because I come from a music background, musical family. I mean, Teddy Riley's my dad, and so I grew up in the recording studio just as much as I've grown up in the dance studio. So, literally all around, music is what makes me feel the most alive, to be honest, if we're getting in our feelings. But yeah, like that is literally everything. Whenever anybody asks me what's my favorite dance style, I say music, because music is really all that matters to me in terms of interpretation. Everything that I do right now in terms of training in other dance styles, I kind of treat them like they're colors or different kinds of paints. And when I have a canvas in front of me of a song or, a piece of work that I need to do, then I just use whatever color paints are going to make sense to really bless that song and really be the full embodiment of that song. So, yeah, like music is my thing. I've also done DJing. I've been a songwriter, and I was signed to a publishing deal through EMI. So I'm very much integrated with music in my life.
All the way through. And I have to admit, I feel like I was not prepared for this interview. You're Teddy Riley's daughter?
Yes, yes.
How did
Shocking,
I miss
right?
it?
Plot twist.
Totally.
Yeah,
Well,
plot.
even more, I feel like that could have been a better question. But that was an amazing answer.
It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
um, So yes, no, I love the ideas that are coming out of, I feel like I'm assuming that are coming out of the pandemic. How do you feel like that has the time away and things kind of shutting down and being in, getting adjusted to our new normal? How do you feel like that's impacted your artistry and your SLAYMATE project?
I think honestly, it was incubation time for a lot of us last year, and that's how I'm looking at it in a very positive way. That everybody needed some time to transition so that they can transform and transcend, and for me, really, it gave me a lot of observation time for this community to really understand what, because when you see something like a global crisis happen right before your eyes, something like a pandemic, which was the pandemic,
Yeah.
then you start to notice where the holes are and the problems and the real issues are. We started to realize that a lot with society and even just Black America, and where we are, as a people, as females, like there's just a lot of things that came out the woodwork for us.
Yeah.
As a millennial, I looked at that and I saw opportunity, because in those situations, I think great change can happen. And so, for my community, seeing how much we struggled economically in the same way that I saw a struggle happening with Black America, with society, I saw a connection there and a thread there of like, we really, really need to, number one, start supporting our own. And we really need to start standing tall and standing true and being brave about, how we are treated. If we want our value to increase, we have to start seeing our value there. You can't expect somebody to see you in a way that you don't see yourself, And so, so yeah, for me, my community, I definitely think that was seeing this window open up more, seeing people pay attention to dance more, see people pay attention to, movers more, artists, dance artists more, and how valuable we've become to these labels, these production companies that need us for these images, need us for these TikToks, need us for consistent promotion of their brands. I saw, okay, well then, where's the money? Like, and also
Mm-hmm.
like, where's the respect? Like, really, I just bleaked. But like, where's the respect is one big thing that I was looking at. So yeah,
Did you say I just leaked?
I just bleaked. It's like, I like,
I love
yeah,
your
projectile
personality.
spin. You can hold
um,
on. Our five guys just got here. Just pause 1 second.
no,
Hey, if
no
you can just
worries.
put this, if you can just put this right.
How awesome is she?
Five
Okay, I'm
guys.
loving this interview, right? Show some hearts if you're loving this interview.
Interview. Thank you so much. I'm gonna walk them out. Okay, sorry. We had to get the Five Guys popping. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm totally back. Totally back. I'm totally back.
Yeah. I was gonna ask this final question because I think my phone is
Yeah,
gonna die in a little bit, and I would hate for us to get cut off that way. But I
I
do
feel you.
want to know, how do you feel about, like you said, TikTok culture and how it's kind of taken over? Like Instagram has completely reworked how it works, and I've seen an Old Navy commercial now that's literally like dance trends and transitions to sell clothing. So, like you said, dancers, I think, are more important than ever. Or even when we were celebrating our frontline workers and they're doing these routines. So, like, I want you to go a little bit more into that. You touched on it, but like, how does that really feel to see dance celebrated in a new and a fresh way that I don't think we've seen in a while?
Well, I love it, first of all. I love that people love the culture. But I think a lot of people don't know what happens behind the scenes and how we're asked to do these gigs. Personally, for me, I don't have a TikTok, although I think there are some positives that have come out of TikTok. I don't have one because I feel like, in a way, it kind of says that what I do and I train and work so hard to do my entire life, it's super simple. And it's not. And I feel like this is a lot of the reason why I had more of a shock art statement when I dropped my OnlyFans, and being topless, even though I'm covering my boobs or having my booty out. There's no difference between that and how I had been treated in the industry behind the scenes, because I felt like, I was selling my movement like a cheap prostitute in a way. And I'm not a
Mm-hmm.
prostitute, and I'm not cattle, and I'm not, just a dancing monkey. I have a voice. I am an artist, and I deserve that respect. And I feel like at this point, so many of us do, and we shouldn't have to. I shouldn't have to see, iconic dance legends that I know having to TikTok in order to make money, or still having to do
Mm-hmm.
like doing dance tutorial classes in order to make sure that they can pay their bills this month. Those cats should be totally chilling. Like, they should have a home, they should be collecting robe money, they should be chilling, but they're
Yeah.
not. And there's a problem with that. And yeah, I mean, like, I could totally talk about it all day. I don't want your phone to die.
I would hate for us to get disconnected that way. So I really do appreciate your time, but I look forward to another conversation with you. How about that?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it even
Maybe
bigger.
we could, I was gonna say that maybe we set up a Zoom and like do a YouTube or something. We could talk off air, but
Yeah,
yeah, I would
let's
love to talk more
totally.
about this topic. Yeah.
Of course, yeah, I would definitely love to get into that. I think really it's so important to just educate people. It's not really about blaming who's blaming who. Am I blaming the labels? Am I blaming the company, specific artists? It's not even about that. It's just pointing out that, revealing. That's what I'm gonna say. Not pointing out, revealing that, and sharing that uh, what's happening or what has happened in the past should no longer be tolerated. We should
Yes,
definitely
yes.
be open. Everybody should be open to more and better for themselves. And it's time. It's just time. Step it up. Step up the game.
Period. I appreciate you, Taja Riley. Guys, make sure you check out SLAYMATES on OnlyFans. Subscribe today. And make sure you follow her because she says she's got surprises and tricks up her sleeve and more celebrity dancers and choreographers. I mean, she's got it popping. So check in.
It's happening. It's happening.
Thank you so
Amazing.
much.
Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Again, if you are new here, I would love if you hit that follow button because I do interviews like these all the time. There's about 90 interviews like this on my Instagram right now. So go hit the follow button. If you like YouTube, you can also subscribe there, youtube.com/the Bobby Pin. And listen, if you're interested in building your own media brand, well, I've got a signature course just for you. You can check that out at putyourselfonacademy.com. And until my next Artist Spotlight interview. I'm Bobby Penn, and I'm gonna holler at y'all later. Yeah, go cop up, put yourself on mugs. Merch available.